Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to J-Dawg Plays Risk of Rain. I suppose it's, I don't know. I've played this game many times before. I have stuff already unlocked. Quite a few things. I figured I should record it because, I don't know. I enjoy the game. I got a little bit. I'm still trying to unlock stuff. That's what I do, is I just try to unlock stuff. And the only thing I'm going for right now is, where is it? Complete 20 stages in a single run. That's my only objective. Only. I mean, I'm trying to, I'm getting the hermit crabs as I go. I'm getting, trying to unlock the hidden chamber. I'm trying to get those combat shrines. Obviously. I keep a lookout. I don't know how to unlock that final character. But, I'm going to lower this just a little bit more. 3%? Alright. So, another thing I'm doing is trying to get these cool abilities unlocked. I just got the scrap launcher for Multi. Haven't used it yet. Rex and Multi are my two favorite characters, though I suppose that is meaningless and completely irregardless. I prefer Seed Barrage. I'll play as Loader. As Loader, reach and proceed to the Celestial Portal in 15 minutes or less. That seems extraordinarily difficult. It's not happening this run. Alright. You can probably hear me typing on the keyboard. I gotta get the system down, you know? Whoa. Whoa! I feel like a dweeb. That's because I am a dweeb. But that's okay. Striker is actually a really cool character. If you have not seen him or know nothing of this game, he's actually a really cool character. Because I can just grab on almost anything and just... Yee! Oh, look, there's an enemy. Ha! I think that's... I'm just waiting for 50 so I can get these chests. But you know what? I guess it's just a waste of my time. Because I can just, like, kind of get up here really, really fast. Wow, that gun has some radius, you know? I'm just trying to learn the things. Oh, I got the 50? Whatever. I was just killing stuff. And I reached my objective. I got to it. So I'm really familiar with the items. Bustling Fungus, ×2. Crappy for a melee character such as myself. Standing still, heals for X amount of HP, stacking. You know, stack when you get more than one. You make a stack. You know. It's how the game keeps its synergies, I suppose. Good way to put it. Alright. So this is looking real good. We spent the first 2 minutes getting 2 chests. Wasted time. I'm actually really good at this game. That's kind of true. I've been being really good recently. I've been getting a lot of skills recently. But I am not a master. By any shape of the imagination. What the heck? Oh, I'm shutting down that thing. Well, guess what? I can. With this useful utility movement skill. Haha. Oh, Bustling Fungus. Just stand still. I might die. Probably not, though. I got too much skill to die. That thing is really cool. My R. I don't know what it's called. Pylon. I'm a fool. I apologize. But I think at heart everyone is a fool, you know? Like, none of us were born geniuses. I mean, okay, some of us were born geniuses. But I mean, like, nobody was born in a way that they didn't have to learn, right? That makes sense. I like all 3 of these. Take crowbar. Just because of my shift, my punch. Boom. It does so much damage. Can I just... Oh, I can one-shot these little Lemurians. They're called Lemurians. It's such a cool name. It's a lizard. That, honestly, if I knew more about the Thor and folklore... Lore. Lore and folklore. I could probably tell you what a Lemurian was. But, unfortunately, I am lacking in the knowledge. And that gives me the desire to improve myself. I just one-shot an elite. Alright, let's go. I'm about to one-shot this freaking boss. Dude, the coolness thing. Oh, man, the cooldown is so short. Let's go. I have 4 items. Boom! All I can do is punch him. Yeek, yeek. I don't know. Swipe him. Oh, that's a crap item. Oh, I hate... I'm so upset. I have been angered. I should probably tell you what the items are as I get them, because I'm a professional. The flower I just got. The teleporter. During the teleport event, heal for half your HP. 1 time stacking. So, like, if I have 1, it only heals me at once. That's going to be at 50%. If I have 2, it'll heal me twice. Those would be the 33%. 3 times, it'll heal me 3 times. At 25, 50, and 75, right? 25%. Oh. Let's go. You see this massive amount of skill? You know, I only got 5 some items. It's not as many as I should have, I'm going to be honest. I should go look for more items. Teleport event has 65 to charge. If you're unfamiliar with the game, then just go ahead and watch it. You'll learn how to use it's a roguelike RPG. Role-playing game. You can just pick up on it. It's not hard to figure out. I'd say it's relatively simple. Watch, I'm about to Superman punch and get 2 kills. Because that's how good I am. Alright, we got 96%. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Oh, I hit something? I'm stupid. They say there's an item. Tougher times. 15% chance to block damage. It's probably a mod that just tells me what the item does, but I don't have it. Because I'm not that cool. Okay, that's every item. I'm glad I just went around the entire map for 1. But that's okay. I got the movement. This guy has a lot of movement. It's awesome. Some people, like the Artificer, they don't have any movement at all. In fact, alright, I'm going to hit you with some knowledge. An Artificer is a creator of things. There is a character, a playable character in the game called the Artificer. I think that's pretty straightforward. He's a creator of things. Kind of a god could be called an Artificer. Now, I think that is pretty unique. Pretty cool. Six and 12. I have 12 lunar coins. Top left corner. I can check this out. Right up there. That's 6 currency, my money. I guess it's both a currency, but coins is affected by in-game time progression. And that determines how much money monsters give you and how much stuff costs. I don't think how much XP you get at the end of a level, depending on how many currency you have. Money currency, dollar bills, coins. And then the second one is a lunar coin. I still don't have enough. The it's a special currency that allows you to obtain lunar items. Lunar, all right, and its namesake is a reference to the moon. It's a moon thing. It's Latin. And yeah, that's how intelligent I am. I can tell you what lunar means. But most people probably could. It's not like some high level word, you know. Though I will admit there are some words in today's society that are most certainly overlooked. If I could get... So the abandoned aqueduct is open right there. This is one of the pressure plates. You got to activate 2 of them. I don't know all the spawn locations, but if I smack this thing, it blows up. So, and if they smack it, it blows up. All right, that's great. Whatever. I'm upset now. Ooh, there's a key. I don't have the skill level to use that item. The rusted key that you saw before. It's right here. That's the rusted key. And every level, it will spawn a chest that's free of charge. And the more you stack, the greater the rarity of the item inside the chest is. So, if you haven't been able to tell already, and you're new to this game, there's white items, which that's a white rarity, common. Green, which is that flower up there, the Lepton Daisy, and those are uncommon. And then there's red, which would be rare. And of course, with the how common an item is, also affects how powerful or how good an item is. That being said, almost no two items do the exact same thing. Kinda. So like all the green ones, there is no green item that is going to do the exact same thing as a white one, as a common. Crowbar, you're doing damage to an enemy above 90% HP, deals 150% damage plus 50% per stack. Look at that. Ooh. Tougher Times, great item. I'll take Sticky Bomb. Sticky Bomb is really good. I believe it's a 5% chance on hit to stick an enemy with a Sticky Bomb that explodes for 120% damage plus 5% chance to apply it per stack. See, I'm a genius. You just gotta understand these things. But not because I was born this way. I'm a genius through trial and error. You know? Through effort. Boom. See, I just annihilated an armada of enemies. That's Bustling Fungus. That is a 3D printer. I can trade out a white item for a white item that is inside the printer. Or green. There might even be red ones. Okay. Obviously, there's equipment items, which I have one currently. You see, I'm treating it like everyone's new to this game, and I think that's a good mindset to have. Let's see here. Do you not see these skills? I have no idea what I grappled. Yoink. Ooh. Berserker's Pauldrons. Yeah, I'm not going to fight the other pressure pad this game. It's just not going to happen. Ooh, another green knight. Ah, freaking Lepton Daisy. Oh my gosh. Critical strikes. He, you Harvester Scythe. The game has a critical strike system. Now, for a ranged character where you have aiming and accuracy, accuracies do not give you crits. They do not improve damage based upon what part of the body you hit. Just hitting an enemy does whatever damage that you have set. To get a critical hit, you have to get items, right? That affect your crit chance. And Harvester Scythe, I believe, is one such item. It gives you a 5% chance to crit. And then upon critting, it heals you for X amount of HP. I don't know the number. And it stacks for the amount that you get healed. It does not stack at all for crit chance. Where's the teleporter? I just saw it. It's probably around this one. Genius. Let's see here. Stone Titan. I just killed this guy. Did I? Is that true? Yeah, it is. Just grapple onto him and just start swinging. Okay, I'm not grappled anymore. Do some circles. He can't hit me. You can't see me. Bam! Hold up. Why do I have a shield? Okay. So if you see my health bar, there's a little barrier shield. I was confused as to why I had that. There's some items that give it to you. I don't have any of such items, but it's the character. It's something, looks like whenever I get a kill, I get some barrier. Or maybe it's with my, I don't know. Maybe it's just whenever I get a kill. Maybe it has to be a direct kill for me. Look at that attack speed. Bam, 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 bam. Whew. That's Berserker's Pauldrons. It's these. Enter a frenzy after killing 3 enemies in quick succession, giving you 60% attack speed for, I think it's 4 seconds, plus 4 seconds per stack. Ooh, Lunar Coin. Oh, that's my upset. Ooh, let's get out of here. 13 minutes is actually really good, but I don't think we're very powerful. I think we're skipping a lot of items. Oh, goodness. Ideally, you want to be at this stage before 10 minutes, I believe. Because there is a speed chest. If that's, I don't know if that's what the word is, but timed chest, rather. Speed run concept, yeah? Yeah, bro. You know, I've been thinking about it a lot. And, you know, language. Words and language and all that jazz. There's a lot to think about. Because when you take any concept such as reality and you apply it to any sort of the such of reality, you got to recognize that reality is an English word. And it is true, it's a human concept, but in this language. And in every other language, there's a word that would be a synonym for reality. Right? That makes sense. I don't know. I just think about words a lot. Because, well, I think about human concept. I think all humans are wrong. I think that's a valid thought. Because, right, you look at any animal. I like to, you know, based off of my theories and ideas, all my thought processes about like off of any creature on this planet. You look at any living creature on the planet, and they have directives, right? Like, just because they're alive, they have things that they feel they must accomplish. That's reproduce and survive. Those are the two base things that you could say that all creatures on the planet have a desire to do. To reproduce and survive. It's just natural for a living creature to feel that way. But humans... Oh, man, I'm just splashing. Oh, that's dumb. But humans... We've gone past that. It's no longer about just survival or just reproducing. Because if it was, then people, transgenders, people wouldn't have to identify themselves as being a gender, being a different gender. And the reason I say that is if I identify myself as a different gender, those transgender, you know, I'm not saying it's wrong, but if I were to change my gender, I lose the ability to reproduce. If I'm initially male and I become a female, that doesn't mean I can bear a child. I do not gain the ability to bear a child just because I change my gender, based upon like a human technology. Maybe in the future, right? So from a survival standpoint, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I want to change my gender if I lose the ability to have a child, to continue the human race? You know? And then surviving, humans are the only creatures to commit suicide. Why is that? It's something to think about. And I think every person goes through like their own thought process and mind of like, you know, why are humans so unique creatures? You know, why is my life this way? A lot of it's personal. But for what cause, right? Every human in society today, well, not every, I can't say that every, but society in general is like, we have to advance, you know? Everyone's like, oh, you're a scientist, like Elon Musk, he's doing great things. Why are they great? He's furthering technology. He's creating new things. We're going to space. We have to colonize a new planet. And my question is, why do we have to colonize a new planet? What's the purpose? And a lot of people would say it's because Earth is dying out, because we're not taking care of it. You know, we're going to have to move to a different planet to continue the human race. And sure, that makes sense to go back to the standpoint of survival. But humans are past that. I mean, from a logical standpoint, it just doesn't make any sense. We don't care about the survival of the human race anymore. It's more about the survival of ourselves and the people we love. In my experience, I can't speak for everyone. Right? I think that makes sense. So, I don't think... look, me saying this, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful in any way, but Elon Musk doing great things for humanity and blah, I don't think they're that great. Making a car that runs on electricity versus fossil fuels, yeah, sure, it might be nice for the environment, but one day, eventually, far, far off into the future, could be billions of years from now, from this point in time, that everyone's gonna die anyways. And so, considering that fact that you're gonna die no matter what you do, the human race is gonna die no matter what it does. It can't survive forever. So why survive at all? Right? Why even struggle? Because you know you're just gonna die in the future. So why bother? And the answer in that lies to be happy. Life is a struggle. Our objective is happiness. To be happy. That's the most we could ever strive for. I believe. At least that's what I strive for. Because I'm quite the thinker. Strive for happiness. You know, I don't do things for the betterment of society or the betterment of mankind. Because honestly, I don't really care about the human race. I don't think it's too, like... The human race is just as good as any other race on this planet. In fact, we're probably, for the planet, if you're thinking about Earth, we're probably the worst ones. Right? All the wolves, all the deer, all the cows, all the insects, the mosquitoes. What do they do to the planet? They don't, you know, they pretty much live on it. Then they die. And their body becomes fertilizer for some plants. The plants get eaten by something else. And then it dies. And it's just a cycle of repeating. That makes sense. So if anything, humans are the worst creatures for the planet. Yet it's so important for the human race to survive. Even though we're doing the most damage with carbon dioxide and emissions. And all the poisoning we're doing to the planet. Have you heard that? That was my cell phone going off. Unprofessional. Oh my god. I almost died. Like that? Beautiful. So, why even bother protecting the human race if we're the ones destroying the planet and we care so much about planet Earth Day, you know? Like, oh, you should go green, blah, 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 go green. Honestly, I think it's completely idiotic. Because just for being alive, you're damaging the planet. Well, no. Yeah. As a human in modern society. Not as a creature on the Earth. Because as a human in modern society, you're going to be driving a car. Well, in American society, I guess. I can't speak for every other society. Because there are places on the Earth that don't have those niceties, if you would. I don't know. Conveniences? I don't know what to call them. Because it's not nice for the planet. So I can't say niceties. It's convenient for humans. It's not very convenient for the planet or anything on the planet. Like a squirrel? Do you think a car is convenient for a squirrel? I don't think so. I think the squirrel's about to die because of the car. That's just what happens. and intelligence, like, oh, humans are smart, you know. I don't think intelligence gives us any reason to do anything at all. Oh, just because we possess superior intelligence that gives us the right to kill everything on the planet? I don't think so. Doesn't make any sense to me. Humans. I don't know. Being born a human, uh, it's just a fate. I think that everyone has to accept. I believe. I mean, unless you don't want to accept it and talk to Sleep's brother, if you know who that is. I'm not gonna say, but we all do eventually. Talk to Sleep's brother. You know, sooner or later. Personally, I prefer later. Wrong button. I almost missed that. I'm doing pretty good right now. I'm just trying to enjoy myself. For whatever purposes you may have. I think that's so. If you're trying to settle on a career for yourself, I think the biggest thing you should concern yourself with is happiness. Would you enjoy it? I think that is the most valuable thing when considering an occupation. Because if you choose an occupation that you dislike, which many people do, of course, there are a lot of jobs that need to get done that people aren't going to like. Working in sewage, in the sewage department, I don't think many people like doing that. But it needs to be done. And I commend people that do that. You know, it's a great thing. To take care of other people's poop, their waste, that's the problem, right, with humans. But we have a system, and that system works. Whatever, man, I can't hit him anyways. Oh, he's hit me, that hurt. Wow, give me a red? I'm okay. I was just saying something important. I don't remember what it was. I can't go back and rewatch what I said because that is not within my capacity. I really forgot what I was doing or saying. I was so concentrated. I'm such a terrible host. Oh my gosh. But you know what? That's okay. We're all just trying to make it out in this world. Trying to be... Oh, occupation. I got you. Came back. So yeah, growing up in my life, there are times where my basement, the sewage pipe in my house, gets backed up for whatever purpose, and we got to take the term I'm familiar with is rototiller, and it's just a rod you shove down a long pipe, and we got to shove it down there, and it unclogs it, and then we pull it back in. It's an actual occupation people do. It's cool, you know, and I've had to do it, and in that process, I have gotten fecal matter on my hands. And I didn't feel bad about it at all because it's something I had to do. So if I were to work in the poop industry, it wouldn't bother me that much. I don't think it would. What item did I get? Oh yeah. You know, it's just poop. Getting it on your hands isn't gonna kill you. Smelling it's not gonna kill you. And that's honestly why I prefer an occupation like this. I'm doing something I love, and that is a beautiful thing to make money from. If you can do what you love and have an occupation out of it, then that's wonderful. There's nothing anybody else would ask of you besides to do what you enjoy. I can't, he's so fast. Honestly, my buddy, one of my friends, he's learning to be a dentist right now. And from my perspective, I asked him why. The reason is money. And I think that's a justifiable reason. Money makes the world spin. They say money doesn't buy happiness, but money can buy you things that make you happy, which is completely true. Money is very valuable to survive. It's necessary in this day and age. But money is nice, but you got to recognize your life, right? You spend the average life in today's society. You would spend 8 hours working a day, 8 hours sleeping at night, and 8 hours in free time. That's just the norm. Oh, I hate my life. No, I don't. That's a lie. Right? So, making all that money, you can spend 8 hours a day making money for your 8 hours of free time to do whatever you want with no limitation because you have cash. Or, you could spend the 8 hours to do what you enjoy and you get enough money, you know, to then, you know, you don't have as much as you would as a dentist. Well, you wouldn't have as much as you would with another job that you might not enjoy as much, right? It's a trade-off. You can say that you're going to make less money for doing something you enjoy. I think that's a valid statement. I think most people would think that's a valid statement, right? If you're gonna enjoy something, you don't have to make as much money, and that's the exact reason behind it, right? Of what I just supported. I'm getting really distracted. I'm trying to concentrate. Yeah. Money, supporting, something about your job. Still on that? Freaking magma worm. I hate this darn boss. Ooh, I shot him and I missed him. Oh, I'm still hitting him though. Oh, I'm frozen. I was saying something about occupation and money. I'm trying to maintain the thought while not die. Oh man, magma worm's a strange creature. What did I miss? Go! Sorry, I don't know if you saw what I did, but I smacked it with my charged fist, just like that. All right, hold up. I'm about to be on the talk again. I got him. Awesome. So yeah, it's a valid thought to say that if you're doing what you enjoy, you make less money. While that reasoning be true, you spending 8 hours at your work, 8 hours in your free time, and 8 hours of sleep, you can really only account for the 16 hours that you're awake. Those 16 hours determine what truly affects your happiness, right? Of course, that being said, sleep is necessary, it's vital, and I like sleeping in a nice bed. I'm not going to deny a nice bed, because you could be sleeping outside, or there are times I've slept outside a couple of times in my life for whatever reason. And I'd rather not have to do that every single day. Yeah, you got to pay money for shelter to have these nice things, and it is necessary. That's baseline survival. If you're trying to survive, then your happiness is less important. Right? Do you think an animal in the woods is happy? I don't know if anyone would like to make that judgment call, because they're just trying to survive. And when your first concern is survival, happiness it's not the first, all right? It's not as important as surviving. If you need a house, if you need to stay somewhere, then you're much more liable to pick a job that's going to get you more money, but you're not going to be as happy with it, and that's perfectly fine. But in a scenario or in a situation where you have the option, right? As a human in modern society, you have the option. We have the free will to do what society allows us to. In a baseline survival world, the only jobs you really have are like farming, hunting, you could say crafting. right? I'm thinking tribal time, right? Where we're just trying to survive. And that's kind of it. Food is a huge part of it. Just pretty much food and tools to get food, tools for shelter. The primary things you want to survive for, right? Food and shelter. With those two things, you can kind of live indefinitely, I'd say. Without shelter, you'd get sick in the rain, catch a cold, catch pneumonia, right? There's plenty of diseases that you can catch without shelter. I think shelter is useful. Right? For survival. If you go back and look at the Native Americans, the tribes, the Egyptians, I might even say the Romans. Nah, that's too far. But if you look at the parts of human culture, is he gonna explode yet? Sorry, I'm paying attention to the boss. I'm gonna. Oh, he's gonna explode. Oh, he's dead. Thank God. When you look at the parts of human culture that have those aspects I'm talking about, of baseline, I'm trying to survive, you find that their lives were a lot more simple than today's society. In today's society, you have actors. An actor makes a movie for someone else's enjoyment, for their entertainment, for their happiness. Right? Entertainment. Entertainment is a huge industry. And I would say that entertainment makes people happy. The viewers and the creators. You can love acting. You can love watching movies. You can love watching TV shows. Video games, right now, is a form of entertainment. Now, because of that, there's a lot of money to be had in entertainment. The creators of the video games, the people showcasing the video games. Because if I were to create a video game or a movie, a lot of times, and, you know, ads, right? I have to get my content. I have to let people know that it exists and that they have the potential to enjoy it. If it tickles their fancy, if they're interested. It is within their power and apparatus to enjoy it. And I have to get the word out that it even exists at all. I'm doing really poorly right now in this game, but that's okay. Ooh, chest. Attack speed. Apparatus, entertainment, money. So, if you, a lot ads. You go around and you're watching a YouTube video, you're watching this, there's ads. Always ads. And that's it's ridiculous. There's ads everywhere. It's so annoying. But it's necessary for the creators of whatever it is, be it OxyClean, Progressive, State Farm, car insurance, life insurance, health insurance. The advertisement, the purpose of it is to let you, the consumer, the person who's utilizing the whatever it is, to know that it exists and it is within your apparatus to obtain and utilize the I want to say feature that another person has given you, the opportunity that another person has presented you with. Yeah, that was sick. And so advertisement is vital. It is, I think it's a very vital and necessary part of today's society. As annoying as everyone thinks they are, wow, just wow. You know what? That's beautiful. As annoying as it is always interrupting you and whenever you're trying to do anything, or I used to have an issue where the advertisements would literally slow down my internet browser. I was trying to watch a video, and because there were ads, I was literally incapable of watching the video. at a solid frame rate. You know, 60 frames per second. I think I was watching it at 30. But because of the advertisement, I lost quality and was incapable of watching it. That is not something you want. That's when it becomes a real problem. It's less entertainment, more of an infringement, but it's money. I gotta kill this guy before he explodes. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. I am immortal. Oh, no. You got it. Oh my god, I'm amazing. It takes a lot of concentration not to die to these things. Oh, he got away. He exploded and I'm alive. How much skill do I possess? Enough. I was saying something about money and opportunity and your job. I say a lot of things. I'm done. Advertisement. I've been on this spiel for like 3 minutes about advertisements. I keep getting distracted because I suck. Because I have a lack of skill. It's not true. I'm still on it. But it's necessary for you. Yeah, no, I'm actually done with it. Yeah, no, we're done. Because yeah, I told you what it does, and it's important because money, because it gets everyone money. People give money. You're gonna give them money. They're gonna give me their money. It's all about money. And you know what money does? Money makes you things that make you happy. It lets you buy things that make you happy. That's what money does. It gives me a roof over my head. It gives me electricity. It gives me gas. It gives me fire. That's what money does. Money is vital. It gives me a cell phone. It gives me video games. That's what money does. Money is invaluable. And you can go around, do what I do. My buddy, he had an Arizona iced tea. I don't like drinking them. I don't like the flavor of it. I don't think it's that good. That's my personal opinion. But he was drinking it. And it was at like, I want to say half. About half, yeah. And this dude, he's like, I don't really want it anymore. He just throws it away. Trash is another topic I'm not gonna get on. So he just threw it away. And I was like, dog, you just kind of wasted it. I don't like wasting anything. Even if I don't like it. I don't like wasting. I'm not a wasteful person. And he goes, it was just $1. So, okay, it was just $1. So I go in my wallet, I pull out just one single dollar, and I rip it to shreds right in front of his face. He goes, why would you do that? I go, it was just $1. And he smiled. He thought it was funny. And it's amusing that I would commit to such an action. But it's the concept. He threw away the iced tea, even though I dislike it. That's still wasteful. And I took a full $1 and I just tore it to shreds. What's the difference? I don't think there is one. Because everything costs money. You know? Everything costs money. Even if you get it for free, that doesn't mean that it was free. Just because you didn't spend money on it doesn't make it free. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna die. I hate these damn dudes. Darn dudes. Just because you got it for a cost of $0 doesn't mean that everyone on the planet is going to get it for a cost of $0. Right? Whatever the product was that you got, it still cost money. It took time to make it. It took effort, energy for some other human being to make the product. Whatever it is you're utilizing. And so when people say, oh, it was free, I think that just gets under my skin. Because nothing is free. Whether it costs you money or not is the only thing you're concerned with. And that's whatever. But saying something was free, it's trash. Oh, it just gets in my skin. Everything costs money, and that's a fact. You can't even argue with me because there's a production value to everything. The moment I came out of my mother's womb, the moment I was conceived by my father's testicles was the moment I had value. Right? Because it took him energy, his body. Where does he get his energy? From a food source. So he had to eat something, and something costs money, whatever it is. Even if he got a sample for free, and I was made with that meat sample from the mall, that cost him nothing, that cost somebody something, and using that something, I was conceived within his scrotum, right? And then I was inseminated into my mother's womb. She was releasing an egg, and I went into the egg, and then I freaking unconsciously, I wasn't even aware of this. I grew inside of her, and she was putting forth more energy into me. And the energy, it's not free. You have to buy food, right? So the moment you are conceived into this world, in any stretch of the imagination, you cost money. You already have an amount placed on you. And humans, for some odd reason, we live really long. I don't really get it. For the size of our body, right, we live for a very, very long time. I think it's strange. Like elephants, they live longer than us. Sea turtles live longer than us. But I'm not educated enough on the subject to provide a proper argument. I'm just gonna leave. But humans live very, very long lives. For whatever reason. Even back in the day, it was a modern thing. Even back in the day, in the 1960s, a lot of times, like, people would die is because of disease, right? Around 40, 60 years old is when your body starts like, oh, I'm old. I'm going to start failing because I'm an old person. No disrespect to old people. But your body just starts failing, and you're more likely to contract a disease. And so, a lot of people didn't live that long. But even then, even back in those times, I am going to die. Even then, back in those times, there were still people living to 70 to 80 to 90-year-olds. People were still living that long. And I think that's just proof. Wow, that hurts so freaking much. That it's not, the life expectancy of a human on average is 70 to 90. Without dying before death of old age. Because a big part of us surviving this long is it's modern times. We have medication, drugs, pills that can. So if our lung fails or our liver fails, the pills can help our body to produce whatever it needs to keep the liver going. Now, I'm no genius in the field, but I know that much. That makes sense. Right. I totally forgot what I was on again. I was stretching. Man, why am I still here? I think I pressed the button, but I don't. What is wrong with... Oh, gosh. Hey, I'm gonna continue the episode, in the next episode, which is gonna be coming out tomorrow. But for most viewers, I imagine it's right now. You're just going to click on the next one. I'm splitting it. That's going to go for the rest of this as well.